Alrighty. Secured with all the defenses that Kingdom Treasure could buy, the Bastion inserts spoils of the Order's many anti-Daedra crusades remain safely in the Silver Rose's hands. Interesting.
Denied! Trespass no farther, or you will be met with force, heathen.
I told you bargaining wouldn't work.
It was a courtesy. They must face Azura's wrath now. I would not pass that threshold unless you seek bloodshed. The Knights of the Silver Rose declared their stronghold off-limits to outsiders. They recently pillaged my temple without warning or provocation, taking the relics in our keeping and striking down anyone who tried to stop them. This behavior... I hoped a word with the Knight Commander would prove that the attack was the work of some overzealous recruits. But he's refused to see me, or return the relics taken from my temple. I can offer more than blessings for their return. You will make a wonderful addition to our cause. Lyranth is quite powerful, but I doubt we'd be able to recover the artifacts entirely on our own. Visit the wrath of Azura upon any of the Order who stand in the way of our holy... I am Waylon, preacher of the Mother of the Rose. I live to profess Azura's love. She seeks to cradle and nurture all of our mortal souls. Those who rest upon her bosom know comfort like no one. She came seeking a relic in my care, one of the many stolen from my temple by the Knights of the Silver Rose. In exchange, fortunately, what Lyranth desires is not sacred to Azura. But if that were the price of restoring my temple, it would be worth it. I'm afraid I have nothing similar to offer you, but I trust gold will make for adequate payment. The Order was sworn to protect Tamriel from the corruption of wicked Daedra. This stronghold is where they lock away dangerous items confiscated from harmful cults. I never expected them to turn their swords upon my temple. There were no official ties between my temple and their Order, but I believed we were on good terms. Some of their knights even saw the Mother of the Rose as a patron deity and made offerings on behalf of their Order. I don't know what changed. I only know that the Knights of the Silver Rose have claimed many such items from Daedric cults in their time, and that they keep them secured in Red Petal Bastion. We'll need to explore to discover where they are keeping the spoils of my temple.
Ah, we meet again. I'll admit I'm pleased to see you. You've proven yourself useful. Waylon has yet to earn that distinction. Helping. Is that so hard to believe? Not out of the goodness of my heart, of course. The priest was in possession of something I need until the night. That's between he and I. Nothing you need to concern yourself with, little mortal. Ah, we meet again. Helping. Is that astute guess, little mortal? I learned that the cult is hunting quite aggressively for the relic that Waylon had in his possession before the knights stole it. And I would very...
Alrighty. You ready, my guy?
Sure.
Let's go.
Great. More troubles.
Yeah, sure, the wolf comes over to me instead.
The condition of these servant houses. They're falling apart. Completely abandoned. Something is very wrong here. A journal? Perhaps this will tell us what led to this sorry state of affairs. I'd like to see what we can learn here, but you should press on before the knights
Chill.
mount the count.
Let's kill this realm shaper and
I
let's
can
chill
watch
so I
over
can
Waylon.
talk to the
We'll
NPCs real
catch
quick.
up once you've cleared a path.
Give me 1 second.
Waylon Wayland knows the affairs of these people better than I, so when it comes to the merits of digging through this
This house belonged to the Keep's Seneschal, it seems. There would have been no one with more knowledge of its affairs, except perhaps the Knight Commander.
Alrighty. Thank you. Pardon the delay, Void. Shall we continue?
It's too bad we can't take on the extra bosses with just the two of us.
So this is one of those type of dungeons.
Yeah.
And I take it they have cheat mechanics.
You may earn your place.
Very easy to do. It's just gives you buffs.
How'd you
and
get
stuff.
in here?
Like any of them is.
I take it that this type of mechanics that you need 4 people to do.
I think it's just like 3 people you need to be able to activate the thing for the secret bosses.
God, alright, so yeah, that's gonna have to be a next time thing, I guess.
Yeah, you might bring in a full party for it.
I expected greater resistance. It seems the Silver Rose are short on more than servants.
Oh, they're still here. Just not everyone takes to these toys as well as me.
Sanity seems in short supply as well.
I hope this is gonna go okay.
We'll make it work.
It's the mechanic with the everybody's favorite goat transformation.
What?
It's everybody's favorite mechanic with goat transformation.
There's go transfer?
Oblivion have we got here?
Yeah.
Something for everyone. Let's play pin the tail on you.
Oh, see, I'm a goat.
That's cute.
Stand still, would you? I'm trying to make toadstools out of you. You're not even going to try your indescribable horrors? Such ingratitude.
Sure, I'm a goat again. If you do transform into a goat, eat sweet rolls
Let's
around
see
the
who
map.
wants to join us.
Oh,
More
interesting.
the merrier, I
Because
say.
that's actually what's healing you too. Because the goats are healing you.
Back to your
Oh, that's an interesting mechanic.
existence.
What do we have in here today? A little of this, a little of that.
It looks like I'm a goat again.
Sorry about that.
No, I should be sorry because you don't get the experience right now.
Those know how to stick a landing, I'll give them that. Where do you suppose they learn to fly?
I will say I do like this boss a lot. I find it genuinely entertaining.
I suppose they don't call
Oh, I
it
do
the
too.
Silver
Especially
Knight
bosses
for
sit here and
nothing.
talk to you while you're fighting.
I'm dead.
I'm eating. I can't block that because I'm a goat.
You might want to res me. Fuck. That's obnoxious. Alright, this might be... Let's run this one
Wait.
back.
I can res you in a go, but
Go.
because I
I
can't really
said
do
to
any of
just
my
say that.
survivability skills, I can't just do that.
Yeah. No, I feel ya. Oh my god, you're still a goat!
Yes.
I love it! I love it!
Yeah, I know in a way it gallops around too.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that.
Alright, I might have to change the tank so that I can be able to sit there and actually res you if you die on this.
Let's give it one more shot as the DPS real quick.
Okay. Maybe I won't be a goat if I'm a werewolf.
Maybe.
What do we have in here today? A little of this, a little of that.
I just also need to not stand in red circles. Uh-oh. I love it. I love it.
Some weather we're having, eh?
This is one of the greatest boss fights I've ever participated in. This is amazing.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite ones to do it.
I love it.
Where's the fun in selling if you know what you're going to get?
You are completely restored, I think. Mortal anatomy isn't of interest of mine.
You're not even going to try your indescribable horrors? Such ingratitude! I'd say it's coming down like cats and dogs.
Yeah, I think I cheesed it by not being a human form.
Interesting.
But I could be wrong though. It's supposed to be a random thing that usually everybody but the tank gets it.
I'm just
which
trying.
I guess
I'm just trying to hit him with dots, as I can.
Yeah, because the only one that does not get transformed is the tanks. But everybody else is all random.
You are one lifestyle to me anyway.
Here goes. Got some nice tasty garbage for you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a. Okay, that's fine.
Some weather we're having, eh?
That was really entertaining. I loved that. That was really good.
Could you not have silenced that idiot any sooner?
What is that odor? It smells like livestock.
You've got rabies?
And apparently changing into a goat completely obliterates the werewolf.
Alright, let's go talk to the NPCs
So
real quick.
we've seen. Whether we must pry the artifacts out of a vault or their cold, dead hands is of little consequence until we find them.
I'm afraid things will only grow more difficult from here. If what the Seneschal wrote is true, the Knights of the Silver Rose have begun to covet the dangerous items they once swore to lock away. The lay people who served the Silver Rose were growing more frightened of them by the day. They either fled or met with some more unfortunate fate some time ago. The last entries were long before the attack on my temple. The Seneschal did mention observing the knights training with several Daedric artifacts on one occasion, before being barred from entering the fortress. They described the stonework quaking at the footfalls of one such knight, clad in heavy boots.
That imbecile we just killed reeked of the Mad God's influence. All those trinkets in his bag of tricks must have come at the cost of his sanity. What won't you creatures trade away for a little power? Putting myself in harm's way is hardly a comparison. What's costly to me is priceless to you, mortal. When your kind bargain with the Lords of Oblivion, you always walk away poorer.
Ready when you are.
Well, you didn't want my sweet roll?
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, I'm sorry.
Very good. Apparently I did it at the perfect timing too. As we were running up to do it.
Can you try it again?
Nah, it's all good.
I have the decon assistant up if you're interested.
You will not lay a hand on these prized relics.
Ooh, the
We
kids
haven't found 2 chests, haven't we?
No, we have not.
I'm looking upstairs right now.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you need to read this, but there's a discovery page right here.
What do these seals do?
That's for the extra boss.
Ah,
Yeah, there's a chest up here.
is there?
Yep.
Where?
And this build right here. This build doesn't have judgment on it right now.
Oh, lightning staff of the Silver Rose. How good is that? Oh, it's a stamina set. Never mind.
Well, it's
When
good
you
enough for your.
Say what?
I was gonna say it's good enough for your sticker book.
This is true. Oh, we stand sticker book collections. Alright, let's head down.
You defy the will of the gods.
Nothing.
No. Yeah.
We are beyond your reach, heathens.
Can you feel that? Great emanations from beyond that door.
And strongly warded. Maintaining it requires great power. There must be a source nearby. The priest and I will search right. You check the room to the left. Was there some confusion distinguishing your left from your... for a ward of this power? An enchant...
I have a bad feeling about what awaits us beyond that ward. I sense great and terrible power that it is struggling to contain. The Daedric influence we've seen thus far pales in comparison. I can only imagine. Something to do, perhaps, with the changes among the people here. Those we've encountered who have been engorged or withered by it. That's not something...
Is it just me, or do some of these NPCs look like they were ripped from Fang Lair a little bit? I mean, minus the tattoo details on their body, I think those are a little more reminiscent of the Waking Flame.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did recycling.
I wouldn't blame them either. Like,
I don't know. There's way too many NPCs to do a complete custom.
Yeah. It's good to keep something as a template, maybe change the texture a little bit so they're a bit different, but not so you're not having to kill yourself.
Does the heathen priest believe he can stand in the way of our divine purpose?
The powers of oblivion aren't to be worshipped. They are to be commanded.
2 shares of the spoils for me.
I got this. There won't be much left after I stomp them into paste.
Oh, is this basically a boss gauntlet?
After a swift
Yep.
kick between the legs with these.
That's cool.
Kiss my boots! Could use a little reinforcement. I'll
How
dump
much more
you like
power must we
bricks!
lend you?
Quit running!
You focus on a big boy there. I'll murk the archer
Bask
chick.
in these glorious rays.
You'll feel this in your bones! I'll stomp you to mush! Crunch!
Follow the light.
Here, keep him in that place. I'll try it. I just hit him with a thick AoE.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not working too well.
Oh well.
You'll pay for this flight.
Especially because I have to keep moved out of that.
Got it.
We're on my tank, I can just sit in that and we'll be just fine.
Yeah, this is true.
Goodbye to your teeth!
Although, but I appreciate your damage at the same time.
heathens!
Piercing rays!
Your strength fails. All of you are amounting to
Kiss my boot!
evil, dear. Pull yourself together and fight.
Let's shake things up! Coming through!
Scintillating, isn't it? Careful where you step!
You can't get away from me! Goodbye to your teeth!
I like how chatty these bosses are.
I misjudged you three. These artifacts.
Yeah, don't you wish all the dungeons had bosses that interacted that way?
I was mistaken to share this power, to dilute it. Soon I will wield it all.
As you're saying?
What's keeping you? We already dispelled.
It'd be nice to have all the bosses interact that way.
Yeah,
All
it
the-
would.
There. The ward should be no more. Let's return to Waylon.
That was a really cool boss fight. I really like this I really like this this dungeon so far.
Dispelling the ward did nothing to reduce those dreadful emanations. The ward is deactivated.
Hold up.
And I find that little comfort. The Daedric emanate. I'm sorry, no. I've never felt anything like this while communing with the Mother of the Rose.
Got plenty of goods.
Let's find the artifacts we came for and be gone. The treachery. Much as I might like that, the agreement I have with Waylon is binding. We must recover all the items from his temple, at least.
Oh wow, an allayed ruin. I take it the next boss is the final boss.
Yeah, something like that.
By Azura, look at all of these relics. They're the source of the troubling energies I felt. They're twisting more than the knights. I need to banish the miasma before it gets any worse.
I'm glad you came with me. That first boss with the goats, I would not have been able to do on my own.
No. It would. But as soon as you come out of goat form, you probably go right back into it.
Those things were once mortals. Oblivion tainted them to the core.
The corruption will continue to well up here until it floods out from these ruins. I must cast it out. Azura, I offer you this power. May it provide succor to your chosen. That did it. But I still feel more corruption beyond this room. Let's press on.
Just don't forget why we are here, priest.
Think we'll ever get a battle spiral trial or something? I think it'd be fun.
For the Briar!
I am slightly impressed by the size of this collection. I never knew you mortals had it in you.
Then you take us far too lightly. Drain fell powers to the rim of all holds. This horde will need to be divided and scattered, or this will all happen again.
I'd happily take them off your hands.
I wouldn't entrust anyone, mortal or Daedra, with this much power.
Let me talk to them real quick.
I thought it might have been simple avarice that led to the corruption of the Knights of the Sea. Mortals who possess Daedric artifacts are often steered toward a prince's desires through their use. But even locked away, the insidious most of Oblivion feasts on our mortal follies and darker natures. Its influence is often insidious. Convictions might spare us from worldly temptations. They are not enough to keep power like these.
Treasures abound and still no sign of what we seek. I'll search every corner of this fortress before I leave without what was promised. Persistence will not wear me down, mortal. If I deign to share my motives with you, it won't be for the sake of...
Alright, shall we?
Sure.
We will not be bested by filthy looters.
Oops. Sorry about that. They hit harder than the motherfucker. Holy shit.
It seems the only path is down.
Now you're at the final boss.
I feel a surge in the Daedric power. It's gathering. It's coming from behind that door.
Can I be honest with you? I like human-sized enemies. I'm not a huge fan of like the always killing the giant things. You know what I mean? I feel like those are like better saved for trials and stuff.
That looks like a you problem. I'll support you from the high ground.
Fucking A, Leerlet.
Bear witness to the strength of Oblivion.
Alright, let's see if we can get it. Alright, come on.
It will take far more than that to wrench this power from my grasp. Silver Rose, press the attack! Is this the extent of your power? Because it is not the extent of mine. Knights? Flanking maneuvers?
Jesus Christ, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I can pierce through space, time, and you!
Jesus. Keep knocking my ass around. I can see how chaotic and hard this would be.
It really isn't, actually. It's just a lot of rearranging your movements.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. I like it.
Tenacious fools! I will cast your broken bodies from the battlements if it's the last thing I do!
Can't really stay in one place for this one, I see.
Defend the Bastion with your lives!
Shed a tear for this tragic end to a once noble.
I can't. Can you imagine, like, your soul being ripped into multiple pieces for the different Daedric lords? Being able to feel the torture that all of them will feel will be rending onto you all at once.
Red Petal Bastion is finally cleansed.
I wouldn't be able to imagine that.
This troublesome bargain is near.
That was the last of the emanations. And the last of the Knights of the Silver Rose. I even see the items stolen from my temple within this vault. They can't remain here. I'll see them taken far away from this place, and each other. But that's a problem for another day. You've returned my temple's treasure. I haven't forgotten our bargain, Lyran. Yes, it's here, among the rest. Does that satisfy the terms?
This will do, priest. This will do.
At least we learned how the Knights of the Silver Rose became so tarnished. I'm not really sure. A Daedric relic, a stranger dropped in my collection box. I can't for the life. No, but I have no use for it. I'd forgotten I even had it until Lyranth asked about it. Returning Azura's hallowed objects to my temple comes first. But I will need to work quickly to make certain none of these other relics fall into the wrong hands. The Order appears to have closed themselves off for a long time now. Given the hostility they demonstrated, I imagine no one will...
Despite the priest's obvious deficits, he was wise enough to enlist your aid in this ordeal. He is of no more use to me, but I couldn't possibly explain it to you. Admittedly, because I don't know myself. It's not so much what I'm planning, as what a troublesome prince has in motion. Once I figure out where I, and this little trinket, fit in, I'll be sure to seek your services. Until then, you'll have to wait with bated breath.
That was a really interesting dungeon. That was good. I like that a lot. What do you think, Void?
I like it better than some other dungeons.
Some
of them are way, some of them are just way too straightforward.
Yeah. That's fair.